Hello, and welcome to the demonstration for the SolidFire Python SDK. For this demo, we're going to use PyCharm, a JetBrains product. First, we'll create a new project, set the name to Python demo, and the first thing we have to do is activate our Python 3.5 environment in this IDE. Now, our SDK supports 2.7 and 3.5. In this case, we're just going to use 3.5. Okay, in order to bring in the dependency for the SolidFire Python SDK, we need to go to our GitHub page and go to the SolidFire SDK Python repository. We'll scroll down past some of the installation prerequisites and find the one line of code we need to install the SolidFire SDK Python. It's a pip install, and what this does is places it into your 3.5 virtual environment, or mine in this case. All right, I'm going to create a new file called demo, and we're going to paste in a bunch of code that we'll go through line by line to see this demonstration. Okay, first thing we're going to do in this demo is list all accounts, then list volumes for an account, and then modify a volume. The important line and the beginning line of all of this is elementfactory.create. That's going to give us a SolidFire element object. We need to hand it an IP address or URL of our target cluster and a username and password. We'll assign that to the SF variable, and off of that we'll have access to all of the methods that the API can call. First thing we want to do is list all accounts on the cluster, and so we'll call sf.listAccounts, setting that into the listAccounts variable. That's a result variable, and it will have a accounts array hanging off of it. We'll iterate all of the accounts there and print them each to the screen. We're looking for an account called Inside Demo. So this was created previous to this demonstration, and when we find that user, we will set that into a local variable. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit and take a look at the next part. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is list volumes for an account. So we use the account ID in the Inside Demo account variable, which was assigned on line 27, and we call list volumes for account, giving it that account ID. That's going to give us a list volumes result object that we can then iterate over the volumes array on and print each of those volumes to the screen. In this case, we have previously created two volumes that are for that Inside Demo account, and we'll print them off and take a look at them. And then for further demonstration purposes, we will find the volume named Insight-Demo and assign that to a local variable called Inside Demo volume. All right, let's go a little further, and now we're going to modify a volume. So the modify volume call happens on line 52. We hand it the volume ID from the Inside Demo volume variable that was assigned up here on 42, and we're handing it a QoS object. We created that QoS object here and set the burst IOPS, max IOPS, and min IOPS to variables that are different from the defaults. So we modify this volume with the new QoS settings, and then we will call list volumes because we'd like to pull all volumes again. Now, we did something similar before. On line 34, we called list volumes for account, giving it an account ID. Now we just want to list volumes with a volume ID, and we only want the one volume on that ID. So we do that, set it into the list volumes variable, and then we set the modified volume. It's the 0th index of the volumes array in the list volumes result object. We'll set that into the modified volume variable. So now what we'll be doing is displaying the Inside Demo volume with modified QoS. So previously we display two volumes with their QoS, and then we display one more volume here with its modified QoS. Okay, let's run this script and take a look at it, see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so we displayed existing accounts. There are two. We displayed volumes for the Insight Demo account. There was Insight Demo and Insight Demo Clone. And QoS settings for both of those volumes are currently at 50, 15,000, and 15,000. Then we handed the volume 45 into the modify volume account. We set QoS to something different, and then we called for it and we displayed it again. So now volume 45 has QoS of 8,000, 18,000, and 20,000. We changed it. Awesome. If you notice, we've got some log statements here. These are info level log statements. We offer a way for you to set your log levels to things that you might care about. So we're going to change the log settings here and then rerun this demonstration again. Oh, here. I'm calling out that the QoS was set in my video. All right, so we're going to add in the log change code. So we import common from SolidFire and we set log level to warn. And that's going to bump up our log level a little bit, and we won't see those info statements anymore. We would only see warns or errors. All right, let's run this entire demonstration again, which the only thing it will do is modify QoS of volume 45 again. And there we go. Our log statements are done, and we are gone, and there's the same output again. Notice that volume 45's QoS was 8,000 the first time, and even though we modified it again, it didn't change. So that's the demonstration of pulling volumes and accounts and modifying a volume using the SolidFire Python SDK. Thank you very much.